Assalamualaikum and good morning to Madam Nisa and my fellow friends. Today our group will be presenting on a topic that has become increasingly relevant in recent years, which is job hopping trends. Before we begin, let me introduce our group members. I am Nur Nadira Natasha binti Razlan, and with me are Nur Shazlina binti Mat Halim, Nur Syakira Dayana binti Risnisam, Jasmine Idora binti I.A. Hudi, and Nurul Husnina binti Nur Azhar. So, let me begin with the presentation with the introduction. Today, I will be discussing the topic of job hopping among young workers in Malaysia, a trend that is becoming increasingly common, especially among Generation Y and Generation Z. Job hopping refers to the act of changing job frequently, usually every 1 to 2 years. This behavior is more accepted today as younger workers are looking for roles that offer better pay, growth, flexibility, and alignment with their personal goals. The shift in workplace value, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic, has made many rating long-term loyalty to a single employer. The main objective of this report is to explore the key factors driving job hopping among Malaysia's younger workforce and examine its impact, benefit, and implications on both employee and organization. The report also aims to suggest why the employers can adapt to this trend by improving work conditions, providing better growth opportunity, and understanding the needs of their younger staff. Now, let's move to the identification of the issue. One of the major concerns with the job hopping is rising turnover rate in companies, especially among younger employers. According to Randstad Malaysia 2034, about 16% of Malaysian workers have changed jobs in the past 6 months, and 34% plan to do so in the next 6 months. Generation Z is the most likely group to switch jobs, followed by male workers. Many young professionals no longer feel the need to stay in the job that doesn't meet their expectations or personal goals. The top reason for job hopping include poor work-life balance, reported by 48% of employees, and limited career growth, which 40% of Gen Z workers cited as their main reason for leaving. Another 34% left due to the low salary and increasing living costs. Some also admitted they left jobs simply because they feel bored and unmotivated. In addition, financial pressure plays a major role. About 35% of employees said they received no support from their company to cope with inflation. Those who didn't get help were 40% more likely to look for another job. When workers feel unsupported, they are more likely to leave and look elsewhere for better opportunities. This creates a cycle of frequent hiring, returning, and added stress for employers. Now, I will pass to Nurul to explain more about this.
Hi everyone, my name is Nur Shazlina binti Mat Halim. Let me start by talking about one of the main reasons why job hopping is so common, especially among young employees, which is lack of career development opportunities. Today's workforce, particularly those in their 20s and 30s, are not just looking for a job, but they are also looking for growth. What I mean by growth is they want to feel that the work they are doing has a purpose, and most importantly, that is taking them somewhere else. If employees don't see a clear path for advancement, or if they feel their efforts aren't recognized, it becomes very easy for them to start thinking about leaving the company. These employees want more than just a stable job. They want to be constant learning, improve their skills, and moving forward in their careers. Even if the salary is decent, staying in the same position for years without any promotion or new responsibility can feel like a dead end for them. So, they start looking elsewhere to chase better opportunities. That might mean better roles, more training, or even jobs in completely new industry. So, what can companies do? It's not just about giving out training once a year or promising a bonus. It's about building a culture where people feel valued and supported. Employees need to know that their work hard matters, that their manager invests in helping them grow. In short, when people feel like they are growing, they stay. But when they feel stuck, they start planning their next move. That's why career development plays such a big role in job hopping today. Now, let's move on to another major reason behind the rise in job hopping, which is salary dissatisfaction. Let's be honest, one of the biggest motivators for changing job obviously is money. Many employees feel that their current salary don't reflect the work that they are doing, the skills that they bring, or sometimes the efforts that they've put in. And when they feel underpaid, they naturally start looking for a better paying opportunity elsewhere. For a lot of people, staying in the same job for too long means slow salary growth. They might get small rise each year, but it's nothing compared to what they could earn by moving to a new company. And that's exactly what many are doing by switching job every couple of years to get significant salary jump. This shows us that something important where employees are willing to work harder and invest in themselves, but they expect to be rewarded fairly. And if that doesn't happen, they won't wait around. In fact, a large number of workers today say that they will leave immediately if they got a better salary offer, even if they like their current job. So companies need to rethink their salary structure, make pay progression more transparent, and reward performance in a fair and meaningful way. When employees feel their effort is not matched by their income, it creates frustration and eventually turnover. So salary dissatisfaction isn't just a personal problem, it's a business issue, and if it's not addressed, company risks losing their best talent to competitors who are willing to pay more and value their people more clearly. That is all from me. Let's move on to the next person.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nurul Iradayana binti Rosnizam and I will present about how employees benefit from job hopping. So one of the main benefits is the opportunity for faster salary growth and financial growth. In traditional job, most people receive only small annual raises, maybe like 3% to 5% per year. But when someone changes job, they often have the chance to negotiate a much higher salary right from the start, especially if they have gained valuable skills or experience. A great example comes from the Raya Post article where they highlighted a UTP graduate who started his career by earning 3,500 a month. But after changing jobs 4 times over 7 years, his salary increased to 15,000 per month. This shows how job hopping, when done wisely and with a plan, can really speed up career and salary growth. This trend is especially common among Generation Z and millennials. This generation face high living costs, student debt, and economic uncertainty, so they don't want to stay in a job that doesn't pay well or offer opportunity for advancement. They are looking for jobs that match both their skills and their financial goals. So let's be honest. Many young people today are not just looking for loyalty, but for progress. They want to feel like their work is valued and rewarded. And if one company doesn't offer that, they are willing to move on to another that does. By changing jobs strategically, they can reach important life goals like paying off education loans, saving for a home, or even starting a business. It's not about being disloyal, it's about being smart and focused on building a secure future. So, to complete this benefit of job hopping for employees, job hopping gives employees more control over their career paths. It allows them to grow faster, earn more, and make career decisions that support their financial well-being and personal development. Now, let's look at how employees benefit from job hopping. Employees can get fresh ideas, innovation, and competitive. First, job hoppers bring new skills from different industries. Because they have worked in various places, they are exposed to different tools, systems, and work styles. When they enter a new company, they often have knowledge that others in the organization may not have. This creates opportunity to introduce something new and valuable. Next, they encourage innovation and challenge old ways. Since job hoppers are not tied to one company, traditional ways of doing things, they tend to ask questions, make suggestions, and offer fresh perspective. This helps company improve and stay up to date with industry trends. For example, a startup employee who joins a more traditional company might bring in a faster system for communication or task management. These small changes can make a big difference in team efficiency, saving both time and effort. In fact, research shows that job hoppers are usually more flexible, creative, and open to change. This is because they have had to adjust to different environments, systems, and company cultures multiple times. Each new workplace gives them a new way of thinking, and this repeated exposure helps them to develop the ability to solve problems more creatively and respond quickly to a new challenges. They are often more comfortable stepping outside of the traditional mindset and exploring better or faster ways to work. This kind of flexibility is especially important today as many industries are going through digital transformation and constant change. Companies need employees who are not afraid to learn and adapt quickly, and job hoppers bring exactly that kind of mindset. What's also important to remember is that their impact can last long after they have left. Even if they stay for only a year or two, job hoppers might have improved workflows, introduce more efficient tools, or teach team more effective way of working. These improvements don't disappear. They stay within the company, benefiting others for years to come. Last but not least, when employees have strong onboarding programs and a culture that welcomes new ideas, job hoppers can become more than just short-term hires. They can become valuable change makers. With the right support, their fresh perspective can inspire innovation, boost productivity, and lead to positive change across the organization. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Hello, my name is Jasmine Idora. Today I'll be talking about a growing trend in the modern workforce, job hopping, especially among Gen Z employees and how it affects organization in the context of Industry 5.0. One of the biggest issues linked to the job hopping is the risk of skill gaps and shallow experience. Many Gen Z workers look for fast career growth, flexible jobs, and roles that match their personal values. While this can be positive, their frequent job changes means they often leave before gaining deep, specialized skills. This creates problem for organization, especially in Industry 5.0, where success depends on strong collaboration between humans and technology like AI and automation. This system requires not only technical skills but also experience built over time. When employees leave too soon, companies are left with teams that know a little about many things, but not enough to handle complex tasks and make strategic decisions. Another issue is that constant turnover disrupt mentorship and knowledge sharing. Senior staff may feel it's not worth training new employees if they're going to leave quickly. This weakens teamwork and learning in the long run. Now, beside the impact of organization, we also need to look at how job hopping affects Gen Z employees themselves, especially their mental health. Changing jobs again and again may seem exciting at first, but over time it can lead to mental fatigue and adaptation stress. Every new job means adjusting to a new environment, new people, and new tasks. That can be tiring emotionally and mentally. Many Gen Z workers say that they care about their mental well-being and purpose in their career, but by jumping from job to job, they often end up feeling unsettled and stressed. They might start questioning if each new role really fits them, and this can lead to burnout, anxiety, and lower motivation. For employers, this means having a team that may be talented but not really engaged or mentally present. And for employees, it means they might miss out and feeling truly connected and satisfied with their job. In conclusion, while job hopping gives Gen Z more options, it also creates serious challenges for both their personal well-being and the strength of the organization they join. To move forward, companies should invest in creating healthier, more supportive workplace, and employees should consider staying in roles long enough to gain real experience and stability. Thank you. In this part of presentation, I'll be talking about two effective strategies that organizations can use to reduce job hopping, especially among Gen Z workers. One of the main reasons employees, especially youngest ones, leave their job is because they feel their pay is too low and not fair. In today's competitive job market, it's easy for them to find other companies offering better pay. That's why companies need to review and adjust their salary structures regularly. This means making sure employees are paid fairly based on their job role, performance, experience, and even rising living costs. When employees feel their salary is fair and competitive, they are more likely to stay. But pay alone isn't enough. A complete benefit package is just as important. This can include health insurance, bonus, mental health support, paid time off, or even help with childcare and transport. Today's workers also value flexibility. Things like remote work, hybrid option, and flexible hour can make a big difference in work-life balance and job satisfaction. In addition to pay and benefits, companies must focus on career development because many Gen Z employees want more than just a paycheck. They want to know that there's a future for them in the company. To support this, companies should offer clear career path. Employees need to understand how they can grow from their current position to the higher role like a junior staff to team leader or managing it. It should be clear what skills or achievements are needed to move up. Training and development are also key. These could include online courses, workshops, or hand-on learning. Some companies are even pay for their staff to get certified or continue studying part-time. This not only help the employee grow, but also benefit the company by creating a more skilled and confident team. Another helpful step is mentorship. Pairing junior staff with experienced mentor allows them to learn faster, get advice, and feel supported in their career journey. Lastly, regular performance review are important. Managers are also are used to give feedback, set new goals, and talk about future opportunities. When employees sees the company is truly invested in their growth, companies are more likely to stay loyal and motivated. In conclusion, improving salary and benefits along with offering clear growth opportunities help organizations keep their best people, reduce turnover, and build a stronger team for the future.
It's Nur Husnina binti Noor Azhar, and I will be presenting about recommendation employees. So for this section, I'll share 2 key recommendations for employees to build a stronger, more meaningful career. First, employees, especially Gen Z and Millennial, should take more responsibility in planning their career path. Many young professionals today change jobs because of burnout or peer pressure, not because of a clear plan. This can lead to frustration and a lack of long-term growth. So it's important to set clear career goals. Using tools like SMART goals or vision board can help identify your strengths, interests, and long-term direction. Instead of reacting emotionally to a bad day at work, ask yourself, will this next job help me grow or learn new skill? With that mindset, job changes become strategic, not just an escape. Second, building a professional network is just as important. Many young workers in Malaysia still underestimate networking, but connection can lead to job opportunities, mentorship, and career advice. Employees can start small, join LinkedIn, attend alumni event, or join professional group. Employees and institutions can help you by offering workshop or networking platform. By combining goal setting and networking, employees can make smarter decisions, reduce job hopping for the wrong reason, and build a career that's both successful and sustainable. So in conclusion, we have explored the factors, causes, advantage and disadvantage of job hopping among Malaysian Gen Z and Gen Y. While job hopping can lead to faster salary growth, skill development and career exploration, it also comes with risks such as low job security, burnout and higher requirement costs for employers. But it's important to understand that job hopping isn't just a bad habit, it reflects a shift in how the younger generation values work. They want purpose, flexibility and growth. So for job hopping to be truly beneficial, both employees and employees must take a strategic approach. Company needs to offer a better support and employees should plan their move wisely through goal setting, networking,
and continuous learning. In the end, movement can lead to success, but only when it's intentional, not impulsive. Thank you.